lots of people like us who are, kind of empty nesters, or who have had a whole life and who are now able to offer the same levels of care to children and young people who need it.
But it just fits in. It's like having of your own children. You all have different things going on at all times. Like one's going off to drama classes, one's going off to karate classes, and then you've got another child that's, might not have anything. They just slot in.
My family at first were a bit apprehensive about having children in, but then once they met the children who were coming in, then they just opened their arms out to it, especially my dad. My dad absolutely loved being a granddad to all the children that I've looked after over the years.
I think some of the youngsters, they need a shoulder to cry on, and they don't get that where they live in. And sometimes they show their emotions when they hear, right? So they just need somebody to listen to them.
In terms of the different types of foster caring, I did know that there were different kinds. In part, I only found out about that when I started to explore.
Both me and my wife work full time, so we knew that we wouldn't necessarily be able to do certain types of foster care or what that would entail. The young person that's in our care now, we said that we would have them long term.
So I'm a long-term person, so if a child comes here, then this is their home for life.
Prior to doing this, I felt that there were lots of things for me that might be a barrier, including the fact that I'm part of a same-sex couple.
When we were thinking about fostering, the barriers that came to mind were, is our house suitable because we're in a townhouse and so the living is upstairs and not downstairs?
I wasn't sure if you could be single, go to church. I didn't know how it'd work, that kind of thing. Yeah.
But actually, as it transpired, that has not been a barrier at all. In fact, I was really reassured as part of the assessment process.
I would say just love the children, because if you put the children first, everything else will fit into place.
The fostering actually fits in with me, definitely, because I'm a teacher as well.
The difference that fostering has made to me and my family's life is, I would say, it has enriched our lives.
Just accept them, don't give up on them, because you would never give up on your own.
Don't be afraid to come forward. There are lots of really helpful people out there who will help to guide you to do it. If you have even the slightest inkling that you might want to do it, come forward and don't put it off. Do it today.
Being a foster carer has been something that I always wanted to do, and it was my wife that turned around to me and said, we've got a spare room, why aren't we doing something with it?
Ooh, it's a kind of long story, but I think it boils down to wanting to do something of value in the world, to give something back.
My dad done a lot of work in Romania in the orphanages growing up, and so that always prompted me to want to do more. I was aware that there was a need.
I'd like to give something back to the community.
Even if we can make difference to one life, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
It's a passion. I was a nursery nurse. I loved having my own children, and I haven't regretted 1 minute of doing this.
Meeting and addressing those young people's needs and things that we might think are quite basic are sometimes really massive for those young people.
They no longer have to worry about where they were going to be, and instead they could just be.
When they're in our home, they're a part of the family. They're included in everything, from holidays to family functions. They are one of our children whilst they're with us.
So for you it's worked, and for my other daughter, she's at university now. She wants to be a teacher, and she's going to pass next year and be a qualified primary school teacher, so she's making a difference then to other children.
It is a gift to do, but it's also a gift that comes back to you as well. It's incredibly good karma.
We need more foster carers, especially from ethnic minority, right, who are there.
They're coming in care quite often now.
I say talk to lots of people around you, talk to other carers, see what experiences they've had, and then try it. You'll only know if it's for you if you give it a whirl.
Get in contact with Kirklees and ask for the sign-up form. It's a very gentle process. There are very knowledgeable people in Kirklees who will support you.
I think the best part of being a foster carer is just hanging out with the children, really, and being a stable part of their life and a positive part of their life.
And it's just like this whole new family as well as your own. It's good.
Not much different than being a parent. You're proud of everything that they do.
If you think you have achieved the goal, that you've made a difference to somebody's life, especially when it's such a young age, you have actually curved the whole future to one direction.
Yeah.
And that future can lead to so many things.
Being assessed was all about being honest and open and being really transparent about who we are and about what we were getting into fostering for.
My team do the assessments with people. We're a really small team. We've got a recruitment advisor, Kat, and we've got 2 assessing social workers, Lizzie and Jeanette. They come out and meet people in their homes and talk to them about the different areas that fostering involves.
I didn't find it difficult. I was quite open to it, and because I worked in a school, I understood the importance of safeguarding.
I think it was a long process, but it's required. If my child is with somebody, I want them to be fully trained, fully assessed, fully checked.
We found it just straightforward. We knew it was going to be lots of questions, but we just expected that and it was fine.
You have to really look inwards and understand yourself and understand what you can and can't offer when we're dealing with foster care, because the last thing that I think anybody wants is to be burnt out and being given too much.
The assessment process has lots of ways of making you really reflective, and I'm quite naturally quite reflective anyway. I often look back to how did I feel at that age, or when a certain thing happened in my childhood. So it's absolutely brilliant for that.
I learned that I was probably good as part of a team with my partner, and that together we could offer a child or young person a good place to be.
I think we were open to it and we knew what we were going to do, and I think part of that was having the information before we applied, so that we knew what that assessment process was going to be like.
It's part of a job, we thought might as well get it over done.
It's who you are,
Yeah.
so you need to be opening up and showing that who you are, and let professionals decide if you are the right person for caring or not. It's important. It's very important.
If you're worried about being assessed, don't be. It's not a pass or fail scenario. It's a recommendation about what type of foster care would suit you, whether that's that you work and you only want to provide care to children on a weekend or the odd night, or whether that's that you've got the skills to look after a mother and baby or to provide long-term care. So it's a really kind of natural process. It's done in your own home and it's done at your own pace.
And I think any worries about the assessment process were allayed as soon as you meet and interact with your social worker.
The assessment was a really positive experience. The assessment was as much about development as it was about assessment. I felt like I started fostering on a really positive note because of the assessment process.
We chose Kirklees because my friend, who is a foster carer, she's from Kirklees, and the role that we were applying for as Mockingbird Hub Carers was a Kirklees role. And we just live over the border, and I feel like I'm more Kirklees than Wakefield myself.
It's really clear to see the need, and Kirklees is really big as a place, and there are so many different things that you can do.
I just did it with Kirklees because I didn't want to feel like I was doing it for money or something else. I wanted to do it for the children.
I wanted to help local children, pay council tax to Kirklees. I'd wanted to work for my local authority.
Kirklees offers lots of things, lots of support that other providers don't.
You get the sense of this invisible community, that this community that exists that you don't really know about, foster carers that might be down your street, and we found that really, really quickly.
We've got Kirklees Fostering Network 24/7, so there's a helpline which you can always ring at any time of the night.
It's really helpful. I get to learn lots of things about fostering.
So you know there's someone at the end of the line and you're not waiting around or anything.
You don't realise until you go there that how useful they are actually, and also online resources as well.
And how we implement them in the real day life.
I think training sessions are really good.
I am taking part in one of their training programs, which is called Fostering Changes, and in that, they're teaching me about how to observe and manage the behaviour of young people and children in our care, and it is invaluable.
I've had so much support from Kirklees, from the social workers, from the management, from the process, the training, KFN. There's lots and lots of support out there and training, people who are interested and helpful.
And that the best thing is having your own social worker. They're there to support you, but also, you know, to tell you where, no, you need to take a step back. You can become giving too much of yourself, and that's not fair on you or your family.
So Mockingbird was actually the reason why I started fostering again now, and that's how I got through the door, because for me, as my personality type and my family's type, it was just perfect for our family. Mockingbird is all about making an extended family and having support for 6 to 10 families. So myself as the Mockingbird Hub carer, I'm a little bit like a grandparent type, I suppose. You might describe me a bit like that. So my job is to make an extended family out of everybody else, and 6 to 10 long-term families. And so once a month we meet for a coffee for support. Once a month everybody meets together and we have a family social, and that's where everyone can get to know each other and relationships are formed. And then about once a month the kids come and sleep over at my house, and we take it in turns to sleep over, and we take them out and treat them. It gives them a little break, see something new, just have some fun, and it gives the carer a break as well. I'm also here for emergency, like coming in and I'll look after them in an emergency.